Hello there, YouTube. My name's Minnie, and this is Charisma.
Hello. So today we are doing something a little different. Normally Tuesday videos will be for our Final Fantasy. However, as you guys might remember, might not, we did start Final Fantasy 3 and unfortunately my saves have disappeared. So until I have time to run back through and get us to where we were, we're just going to do this game in the meantime, which is called Trick and Treat. It's an anime visual novel, so hopefully it goes well. We'll see. See how it is.
Yep.
The sound of our steps, combined with that of the occasional nocturnal animal, is the only thing we can hear. It's terribly dark in this place. The dense vegetation makes it impossible to see the sky or light from the moon. Our flashlights are the only things that light up our way. At times like this, one begs not to run out of battery. I would hope not. We walk without knowing what we are really looking for, or better said, for no reason. Why are we out in the woods in the first place? Hello?
And why do we not have rechargeable batteries?
Why do we not know why we're out here? We're just a group of girls, bored with our lives. Yes, I'm joking. Trying to create a lasting memory on this night, instead of just staying home doing nothing. See, that's how you get in trouble, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Today is October 31st, All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. Oh, we should have done this for Halloween.
We should have. Oh well.
Two young women walk through a dark, but up till now, nothing special for us. Me being one of them. We are doing it to prove our courage. It's too bad there isn't a guy here to see how brave we are. See it like that, one could say this is a meaningless effort. Yeah.
Yep.
For a moment, I stopped to look at my watch. It's 1:49 a.m. How old are these guys?
I don't know.
That means we have been walking aimlessly for more than 2 hours now.
What the heck?
I would be so bored.
Mm-mm.
I am sure that many people would find a place like this terrifying. But once you get used to it, the fear disappears, making it feel like normal. What makes us afraid of the dark is that we cannot know what hides in it, what lurks in the shadows. But this is clearly an empty darkness. At that moment I sigh, feeling how tired my legs are. What is the point of being here? Clearly we had already demonstrated what we wanted. It would be best to return. I should tell them. Ooh.
Ooh.
I was about to speak when suddenly the atmosphere and the force becomes strange. Suddenly a cold chill runs through my body. It was like no other chill, except it was not going away. For no reason, the air's temperature dropped from 1 second to the other. So much so, my breath becomes visible, turning into mist. My ass would be running at that point.
Yeah.
It doesn't end there. The air is now filled with a rotten smell, just a little short from being unbearable.
Oh god. Now run.
Images of worms and flies soon appear in my mind, giving me a really unpleasant feeling. Why would you think of worms and flies?
I don't know.
We all stop at that moment. Oh, you're Axel.
No, thanks. What's happening?
Oh, I'm Axel. Sorry, I'm Axel.
Wow.
I asked confused while turning to look at my friends. I didn't know my name at that point, okay? I'm sorry, I have a little amnesia. By the expression on their faces, it was easy to know that they were just as lost as I was. Ugh, footprints in the leaves. Or soundings. It was then that we heard footsteps nearby that did not come from any of us.
Run.
We all get dead quiet after that. I don't know if it was out of fear or to check if it was not a mistake, but we stayed motionless like statues without making a noise. I would so be running. Just looking at each other's faces, wondering the same thing. Okay, your friend.
What's happening?
As if I could know. We heard the steps again. They clearly belonged to a human. or at least to a large animal, but there is something strange about them. How do you know something strange about footsteps?
There's like, if it's light, then you know it's a small animal, but if it's like,
Well, it's a cut, like, that's how he knows, but how do you know it's something strange about him? It tells us how.
ugh.
It sounds as if it's a person while dragging one foot. Just thinking about it made me shiver.
Damn, why? Oh crap, I lost the voice. Why is this happening? It makes no sense.
We have to return home before, but now it's too late to regret it. I have the feeling that we are being stalked by someone. The strange footsteps stop, but I'm still feeling the presence nearby. I don't know where it is, but I know that it's looking at me. That cursed thing is looking at me. My heart is beating anxiously. It's almost as if my body was telling me to get out of there. Probably it is. But strangely, my friends seem unable to perceive it.
It seems that it's gone. It must have been just an animal.
Said one of them, convinced that we were safe. I would like to believe that too. We had a sigh of relief. However, bad luck would soon strike us again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, pretty. Unexpectedly, the forest becomes darker than before in just the blink of an eye. But that wasn't the fault of the forest, but of our flashlights went out. That looks like a person! Look at that!
Ah!
Ah, that's creepy! Of the three, only one, mine, was still working.
What's going on? Did the battery die?
Asked one of them scared, while they both beat them desperately, as if that was going to revive them. I can't blame them. Said revive. Oh, that looks like another person. I can't blame them. The idea of walking in the darkness was not pleasant for anyone. But after a few moments, we had no choice but to resign ourselves to that. Once more, the sound of our footsteps is heard.
That looks like a face.
But the silence is now different. Oh, but the silence is different now. We are quiet because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We are not quiet. Oh my god. We are not quiet because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We continue walking despite the fear that invades us. Visibility is almost zero, but we have no choice. In theory, we were walking back looking for the exit, but I cannot remember anything of this forest. We could be walking in circles and I would never notice it until it's too late.
Dun, dun, dun.
I hate the thought of it. I just want to get out of it. ... Suddenly my thoughts are silenced. We hear the footsteps of someone or something. Once more, the three of us become statues awaiting the presence to go. I hold my breath while feeling my heart beat anxiously. Damn. Get away from here and leave us alone. Unexpectedly, the footsteps are heard closer. This time they do not disappear, but rather come at us.
Oh god.
I'm glad your shouting did nothing. I can't stand it. Desperately, I move my flashlight everywhere, looking for the author of those footsteps, hoping for the light to reveal their identity and embrace our fears. Nothing. Is that all there is around here? Just empty air? My anxiety grows with each failed attempt. I refuse to believe that it was a ghost. Suddenly, when I move the flashlight again, I see a silhouette. I could not distinguish what it was, but for a moment the light revealed something. Quickly, I point to the same place only to discover it was gone. I hold my breath anxiously. It was not an illusion. I am sure that I saw something. It was then that I heard something nearby. Without even thinking, I aimed the light towards that place. Ooh.
Oh god. ... Here we go.
What I found leaves us paralyzed with an expression of disbelief on our faces. A cat.
Oh.
It's a cat. It's a white cat with eyes of an intense red, which stands before us. It's a cat, y'all. Her look is not the friendliest, to say something. Somehow I get the feeling it's a female cat.
Oh.
Suddenly, she lets out a thunderous meow that leaves us terrified.
I can make it.
Go ahead. It sounded more like a lion roaring than a simple cat. Sorry, you gotta do a lion roaring.
Roar.
Yeah. I can't do a lion. The echo of her meow is heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. It was then that suddenly an inexplicable force hits us three.
Kaboosh.
Dot, dot, dot. I fall to the ground, and little by little my eyelids close. The fatigue becomes unbearable. Alright, y'all, I'm going to bed. It's telling me to go to bed.
Mm-mm.
I lose consciousness on the ground of the forest without knowing what was going to happen with me, to me.